What's up, everybody? It's Burgundy Sells, and I'm with Izzy. She's finally back. Grayson's angry, and we're at the thrift store. So we're gonna go see if Hope has any profit inside. Hopefully they do. If you see what I did there.
We're hopeful for Hope.
Yeah, we're very hopeful. So we'll see you guys inside. Didn't think t-shirts were hairy.
Alright, I'm around. Thank you. Alright, Chippy, see you later. Okay.
I know.
All right, guys, so Hope Thrift was a bust, as you saw, but we're going to go into Thrifty Quaker and see if they have anything. Wish us luck.
Say cheese.
Say something. I almost ran into the car. All is not lost. In the very last minute, I looked in the glass and found this PlayStation 2 Slim, not just a Slim, a Silver Slim, with a power cord and all the junk, and like 10 memory cards. And it was 20% off. So, hell yeah. Getting some deals. All right, so quick tip for everybody out there. When you're looking at PS2 systems, if you see the slim model systems, they are worth approximately about 50 to 60 bucks compared to the fat model systems, which are worth significantly less. So always be on the lookout for slim models. Be aware that their power cords are different from the fat models. The slim models have a power source outside of the unit, while the fat models have it inside the unit. So you definitely need that cord to actually power your PS2 Slims. So keep an eye out for those. If you find them, snag them up. They're always worth a good amount of money. And yeah, so we're gonna move on and see what we're doing next. So I'll see you guys around. So those clips you just saw were from Wednesday. Today is Thursday, and I found some really cool stuff that you're gonna wanna stick around and see. And to think we only hit one thrift store. Guys, Aggie's Attic came in clutch today. We spent a total of $40 and got a ton of stuff. I didn't record while I was in there because I didn't expect to find anything, but they had a $1 per item sale going on. Did a little bit of wheeling and dealing, and we were able to get all this stuff for 40 bucks. So we're gonna head back home and we'll go over everything there. So we'll see you then. So on Wednesday, you saw me grab this silver PlayStation 2 Slim with a couple of third-party controllers, memory cards, power cord, and all that stuff. Unfortunately, when I opened it up, no game. But it was working perfectly. Last night, I plugged it into my TV, popped a couple games in, and pretty much all you want to test on these guys is that they load up the game. You can play through it if you want, but at that point, if there are issues, you're most likely dealing with issues on your disc. So once I verified that the memory card slots were working, as well as the controller ports right here, it was powering on and it was reading games, I knew that everything was working fine. Now, you may come across a PlayStation 2, whether it's slim or a fat model where it doesn't read games as well. Now, this could be an issue with just dust sitting on the laser. So these guys are really easy to clean. You just pop them open and you can see the laser assembly right here. Just run a Q-tip with isopropyl alcohol over this spot to clean off any dust that might be sitting on that laser and stopping it from reading discs. So now I'm on a mission to go hunt through my controller bins and see if I have 2 black PS2 controllers in working condition that I can bundle up with this guy, and I should get probably around 60 to 70 bucks with the inclusion of those controllers. So this was originally priced at $20, but they had a 20% off sale going for everything in the store, so I picked it up for $18. Now, this wasn't a recent pickup, but because I got that power cord and I've never had a power cord for a PS2 Slim, I was also able to test this black console that I picked up a couple months back during yard sale season. I was waiting for one of these cords to come up. Now that I had it, I was able to plug this guy in and find that it's working perfectly just as well. So even though I don't have cords to attach to this guy, I'm gonna go ahead and list him as console only tested working and probably get around $30 to $40 for him. And now we move on to the pickups from today. And wow, today has been an absolutely crazy day. If you checked my Instagram today, you probably saw me post about Aggie's Attic. So we went into Aggie's Attic with about $40 in our pocket and ended up spending everything because they were running a $1 sale. So everything in the store, if it wasn't marked with blue tape, was $1. I didn't record any footage inside Aggie's Attic because I didn't think that I was honestly going to find anything. So just to speed things up here a little bit, I picked this whole lot up, obviously, for $40. And I'm looking right now at about $200 in net sales after eBay fees and shipping, which would put me at about $160 net profit for the day. So now I'm gonna quickly go through these items and explain my thought process with you guys. All right, so first up I'm gonna talk about is actually a vintage cooler. This is a GOT cooler. This is another brand I've noticed sells for a decent amount of money. Not huge, but keep in mind I bought almost everything here for $1. This is a model 1806 GOT cooler, and these guys are comping out to probably around 20 bucks plus shipping. I'll put up the comps that I found on the side for you guys so you can see everything, but this guy was super cool to find, and hopefully we should make a couple bucks on him. Pro Care protective underwear. These are size extra large. These are obviously for adults. Yeah, comps were looking really high, so there aren't any sold listings recently in the eBay app, so I don't know where these guys are getting their numbers from, but considering my buy-in cost is so low, I'm pretty comfortable with going in and undercutting the market a little bit. I'm gonna expect to probably get rid of both of these guys for about 15 to 20 bucks. Yeah, these might take a little while to sell, but once that right buyer comes along, I'm sure that we can get rid of these. So these are gonna be a nice addition to the inventory. Now, next up is something that I did not realize there was a lot of money in. There were just so many candles sitting at this thrift store that I had to comp some of them. And I actually found this box of 48 4-inch red candles. I'll show you inside. So these are, I don't think they're scented or anything special. These are just plain old candles. None of these have been burned. They're all in perfect shape, and comps were looking good. Comps were looking at about $36 plus shipping. So I think we're gonna do pretty well on these guys. I'm definitely gonna start looking for more bulk packs of candles like this, especially if they're funky colors like red. So that's a cool find, and hopefully we can move that relatively quickly. You know, I couldn't go into that store without going through the glassware. I mean, for $1, there's no point in not picking up new stuff. This is something that I've never really dealt with. It is an Anchor Hawking Fire King 1.5 quart baking dish with a little fruit graphic there. Sold comps are looking about $15 to $20 for this guy. I'll probably end up pricing it in the middle there and seeing what happens. but I'm pretty sure Anchor Hawking is a brand to look for this kind of stuff. I've heard really good things about these dishes, and it's in pretty decent shape considering what I assume is the age of this. So I'm pretty happy to have found this. I'm going to try and be really careful because I have a tendency of breaking glass. So we're going to set this down before I destroy my money. And one more glass item for you guys. This is a Corningware baking dish A10B. And it's got this La Romarin graphic with all these fruits and veggies. So, and it's got the lid. And we're looking at about... And we're looking at about $20 for this guy, I think. I'll throw up comps just to verify that. But yeah, this guy's going to look like it's a good pickup. Again, really trying not to break glass, so we're going to set this down before I do something I regret. I ended up getting 5 of these Cabbage Patch Kids for $20. I think these are all from the 80s. We can go through them. Maybe someone more knowledgeable about Cabbage Patch Kids can tell me if these are worth anything. This one is... They all have names, which is kind of weird to me. This one is Daniela Gerali. I couldn't find any comps on this one, really. It almost seemed like it didn't exist on eBay. I hadn't seen any solds or anything. This one is Kathy Lean Angela. Again, I don't know if I comped this one out or attempted to comp it, but I couldn't find anything on any of these specific Cabbage Patch Kids. Then we have Lyle Aldo, I think. Actually, I'm starting to think this might have been switched because this looks like it might be girl hair. And I think Lyle might be a boy name. I'm not sure. This could be a boy. This is Autumn Petunia. Again, I think the one thing I did hear is that the redheads are usually rarer, but I don't think it's this type of redhead. I think it has to be the fuzzy hair, which this is just yarn. And it actually looks like this birth certificate is still sealed, which is interesting. All the other ones are open. And then we have No Name. This is another one of the circus babies. Yeah, these things are kind of creeping me out, so someone please buy these so I don't have to look at them anymore. I'm thinking that I might be able to get, worst case scenario, 15 to 20 bucks per Cabbage Patch Kid. Definitely fine for me. I got each one for $4, and that would put me at around the $70 net profit margin on just that deal alone. And that is an empty IKEA bag, but there's one more thing to talk about, and that's the bag. See, I have never had one of these fancy blue IKEA bags, but as I was walking around Aggie's attic, I saw that there were a bundle of clothes in this bag. I just asked her, hey, can we take the clothes out of the IKEA bag and I could buy this off you for $1? And she said yeah, so I got this guy for $1, and I think it's actually a decent deal, maybe not. I haven't checked what they sell for on Amazon, but I know that this is going to be staying with me. I'm going to be using it and loving it, and probably getting more IKEA bags because I've already fallen in love with this guy. And it kind of makes me feel like I'm part of the crew now, so represent. Anyways, there were a couple of things that I wanted to talk about in the sales department. We didn't have too many sales recently, but we did have our first viewer sale. So let's all clap for that. That's exciting. Longtime supporter of the channel. They've been here since the beginning. M. Sandler went ahead and bought this retail arbitrage item that I picked up. This was a pack of Fuzzy Creatures, I think it was called. I'll put up the listing now for you guys, but went ahead and picked this up during my 15% off sale. I don't have a ton of profit margin in these items, but that's okay because I mainly pick up retail arbitrage to try and make my shopping trips free, and I only had $2 into each one of these guys. I actually sold 2 during my 15% off sale, and I still have 1 more left in my inventory, so selling 2 of those guys is still doubling my money from $4 to $8, which I'm fine with. It's not big money, it's nothing to write home about, but really, what in retail arbitrage is big money? Thank you, M. Sandler, for supporting the channel and always commenting, always being here, pretty much from the beginning of the channel, so huge shout out to you. If you like what you saw here today, my name's Burgundy Sells. Hit that subscribe button so that you can see more of my videos, and hit the notification bell next to it so that you get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Also, follow my Instagram if you want more real-time updates on when I'm uploading videos or when I'm picking stuff up from thrift stores. I try to do live updates on that Instagram, so if that's something you're interested in, be sure to follow me there at Burgundy Sells. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye!